Welcome to the Omni Eyes. Today we explore the leaf-tailed gecko, a creature with an incredible masterpiece of visual evolution. Deep inside the dark rainforest, this mysterious nocturnal predator slowly awakens, relying entirely on its highly specialized and advanced visual system. Unlike our human eyes, which feature simple, round pupils, this remarkable reptile boasts a highly complex vertical slit pupil structure instead. This vertical slit is not just a simple opening. It contains multiple microscopic pinholes arranged perfectly along its main vertical axis. Biologically speaking, this unique architectural mechanism allows the gecko to control incoming light intensity with absolutely incredible and unmatched precision levels. During bright daytime conditions, these tiny pinholes contract tightly, protecting the highly sensitive internal eye structures from severe and damaging glare. But the real magic begins when the sun finally sets. The dense darkness of the jungle activates a phenomenal biological transformation. As night falls, the specialized sphincter muscles within the iris relax completely, allowing the vertical pupil to expand incredibly wide open. The vertical slit opens to its maximum physical capacity, transforming the eye into an extraordinary optical system for supreme light collection. This massive expansion captures every single available photon in the surrounding environment, turning pitch-black darkness into a highly visible landscape. We must look deeper into the most crucial component of this visual system, which is located directly at the retinal layer. According to scientific observations, the eye of this species completely lacks the cone cells typically used for sensing strong daylight colors. Instead of cone cells, the retina is heavily packed with an extremely high density of specialized rod cells for night vision. These highly concentrated rod cells provide the gecko with a light sensitivity that is hundreds of times greater than human eyes. Because of this incredible cellular density, the gecko can easily detect even the faintest movements of prey hiding in the shadows. Positioned right behind the sensitive retina lies another spectacular evolutionary innovation, known to scientists as the remarkable tapetum lucidum reflective layer. This special reflective tissue layer is composed of perfectly aligned guanine crystals that act like a microscopic mirror inside the eye. When faint light enters the eye and passes through the retina for the first time, some photons are naturally left unabsorbed. Instead of losing these precious photons in the dark, the tapetum lucidum layer immediately reflects them back toward the retinal cells. This brilliant biological reflection forces the unabsorbed photons to pass through the light-sensitive retina for a very crucial second time. By bouncing the light back, the eye significantly increases the overall chances of photon absorption by the highly sensitive rod cells. This double exposure mechanism is exactly why the leaf-tailed gecko can perceive vibrant colors even in extremely low light conditions. Seeing colors in near total darkness is an astonishing biological feat that most other nocturnal animals simply cannot ever hope to achieve. The vertical slit pupil and the tapetum lucidum work together in perfect harmony to create an ultimate night vision optical device. Every single microstructure within this tiny eye has been optimized by millions of years of rigorous and unforgiving natural selection. Notice how the tiny pinholes along the vertical slit can project multiple sharp images onto the retina simultaneously during the daytime. These multiple images blend together perfectly in the brain, allowing the gecko to judge distances accurately without needing a round pupil. The architectural design of the magical slit pupil is truly a marvel of natural engineering that continues to inspire modern scientists. Researchers are currently studying these exact biological mechanisms to develop highly advanced optical lenses and superior night vision camera technology systems. Imagine a future camera lens that can dynamically adjust its aperture shape, just like the fascinating eye of the leaf gecko. Through the dense foliage of the Madagascar rainforest, the gecko remains perfectly camouflaged, waiting patiently for an unsuspecting insect to approach. Even though the forest canopy blocks out almost all moonlight, the eyes of the gecko gather enough illumination to see clearly. The guanine crystals in the back of the eye shimmer faintly, giving the pupil a mysterious and glowing metallic nocturnal appearance. This glowing effect is commonly seen in many night predators, but the gecko utilizes it with an unprecedented level of efficiency. As a small moth flutters nearby, the highly sensitive rod cells instantly detect the rapid movement against the dark forest background. The visual information travels rapidly through the optic nerve, reaching the brain where it is processed into a bright colored image. With absolute precision, guided by its superior night vision, the the gecko strikes swiftly, capturing its prey in a fraction of seconds. This successful hunt would be completely impossible without the magical slit pupil and the powerful light-amplifying tapetum lucidum working together. Let us take another close look at the intricate muscular structure that controls the rapid expansion of the vertical slit pupil. The sphincter muscles are arranged in a complex intersecting pattern, allowing the pupil to close unevenly and form those tiny pinholes. When fully contracted, the edges of the pupil interlock like the teeth of a tiny zipper, leaving only the pinholes open. This interlocking mechanism is a brilliant solution to the problem of protecting a highly sensitive retina from the harsh tropical sun. If a human eye had the same rod density, stepping into the sunlight would be incredibly painful and potentially very damaging. But the gecko simply zips its pupil shut, reducing the incoming light by an astonishing factor of over 300 times. As the sun shifts and shadows change, the pupil constantly makes microscopic adjustments to maintain the perfect level of internal illumination. The dynamic range of this biological camera is far superior to any mechanical device ever created by human engineering and science. Consider the sheer mathematical perfection required to align the guanine crystals so they reflect light perfectly back into the rod cells. If the angle of reflection were slightly off, the image would become blurry, and the gecko would lose its hunting advantage. Instead, the reflection is perfectly focused, preserving the sharp resolution of the image while simultaneously doubling the overall brightness and clarity. This means the gecko does not have to sacrifice visual sharpness in order to gain a massive boost in light sensitivity. In the world of optics, balancing resolution and light gathering power is always a difficult challenge. But nature has solved it. The evolution of the vertical slit is specifically linked to the ambush hunting style of these incredible and stealthy nocturnal predators. A vertical slit allows for a much greater depth of field along the horizontal axis, which is crucial for tracking prey. By keeping the horizontal plane sharply in focus, the gecko can accurately estimate the exact distance to a moving insect target. Meanwhile, the vertical axis is intentionally blurred, which, surprisingly, helps the gecko separate the targeted prey from the complex forest background. This optical trickery is an advanced form of biological image processing that happens entirely within the physical structure of the eye. The brain receives an image that is already optimized for hunting, saving valuable processing time when reacting to fast-moving targets. Every aspect of the leaf-tailed gecko is designed for ultimate stealth, from its bark-like skin to its incredible eyes. Even the surface of the eye is carefully maintained. The gecko uses its long tongue to wipe away dust and debris. Since they lack eyelids entirely, this peculiar licking behavior is absolutely essential to keep their perfectly engineered optical lenses crystal clear. A single speck of dirt could scatter the incoming light, disrupting the delicate precision of the pinholes and the tapetum lucidum. Therefore, regular cleaning is a critical maintenance routine for preserving the unmatched performance of their highly specialized night vision optical system. The extreme specialization of the gecko eye demonstrates how environmental pressures can drive the development of wildly unique and complex traits. In the dark and highly competitive rainforest ecosystem, the ability to see clearly at night is a massive matter of survival. Those who could gather more light and see prey faster were the ones who survived to pass on their amazing genes. Over countless generations, the round pupil slowly elongated, the rod cells multiplied, and the tapetum lucidum became more reflective and efficient. Today, we are left with a creature that seems almost alien in its design, a living testament to the power of evolution. As we continue to study these magnificent animals, we uncover more secrets about the fundamental physics of light and biological vision. The architectural magic of the vertical slit pupil is just one of many wonders hidden within the dense jungles of Madagascar. It reminds us that human technology is still struggling to replicate the elegant and highly efficient solutions already perfected by nature. We can learn so much by simply observing how different species have adapted to overcome the immense challenges of their environments. The leaf-tailed gecko teaches us that darkness is not an obstacle, but rather an opportunity for incredible innovation and adaptation. By completely redesigning the standard vertebrate eye, this humble reptile has conquered the night and claimed the dark forest as home. Its ability to perceive a colorful world in the dead of night shatters our traditional understanding of how animal vision works. We once believed that color vision was strictly a daytime privilege, requiring bright sunlight to activate the specialized cone sensory cells. But the gecko proves that with a clever combination of high rod density and a reflective mirror, anything is biologically possible. The universe of nocturnal colors is completely invisible to our human eyes, yet it shines brightly for this tiny, stealthy predator. Imagine seeing the subtle green hues of the leaves and the vivid patterns of a moth under the faint, starry sky. This rich visual experience is the daily reality for the leaf-tailed gecko, made possible by its magical slit pupil architecture. Every time the gecko opens its eyes, it activates a supreme masterpiece of biological engineering that defies the limits of darkness. The intricate dance between photons, guanine crystals, and highly sensitive rod cells happens in a tiny fraction of a single second. It is a silent symphony of physics and biology, playing out continuously in the deep shadows of the ancient tropical rainforest. As researchers dive deeper into genetic studies, they hope to map the exact DNA sequences responsible for building these incredible eyes. Understanding the genetic blueprint could eventually lead to breakthrough medical treatments for human vision disorders and various night blindness-related conditions. Nature has already conducted millions of years of research and development. We simply need to read the results hidden in DNA. The leaf-tailed gecko is not just a fascinating forest animal. It is a living library of advanced optical engineering knowledge. Protecting these unique creatures and their fragile rainforest habitats is absolutely vital for the future of scientific discovery and biological research. If we lose the rainforests, we lose the chance to study these biological marvels and the precious secrets they hold within. The magical vertical slit pupil stands as a powerful symbol of the infinite creativity and boundless resilience of the natural world. It shows us that life will always find a way to adapt, to survive, and to thrive in the darkest conditions. From the microscopic pinholes to the brilliant tapetum lucidum, every detail of the gecko eye is a profound work of art. We have journeyed through the intricate anatomy of this nocturnal hunter, witnessing the absolute pinnacle of evolutionary design and visual capability. The next time you find yourself in the dark, remember the leaf-tailed gecko and its extraordinary ability to see colors. Nature is full of hidden miracles, waiting to be discovered, understood, and appreciated by those who are willing to look closely. We hope this deep dive into the architectural magic of the vertical slit pupil has completely fascinated and inspired your mind. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the dark rainforests to explore the wonders of ultimate night vision. This concludes our amazing visual adventure for today. Thank you for watching On the Eyes, and we will see you next time.